Hello, this is Dan from DC Breaks. This is our video for D&B Academy. We're going to write a tune from beginning to end, and we're going to start from a totally blank project, which isn't something we'd normally do, to be honest. We normally take inspiration from other records, from old records, samples, bass lines, melodies, and we kind of throw in bits from other tunes that we've been working on previously that never got finished. But we've been asked to do this from start to finish, so let's dive straight in. We're going to start with the intro. I'm going to build a pad right now, so let's go. Okay, great. So I reckon the first thing I'm going to do is work on the structure, try and get to the breakdown. So let's have a listen to his idea and then we'll expand on it. Okay, great. So I reckon the first thing I'm going to do is work on the structure, try and get to the breakdown. We've got this middle section here that I like. There are kind of two options like after this. You can probably go to what we call a rollout section, this last section here, which will be kind of mainly like the beats and the bass, and a few kind of melodic things to kind of wind it down, to take it down into the breakdown, and then you can build it back up to the second drop. Or what we're doing quite a lot of these days is kind of when you get to 81 here, you just kind of rewind back to 49, so you keep the energy going, and that's what I'm going to do now. So I did a bit of prep and I pulled back in the some of the parts that Chris had removed from the project, because first off, one of the things I wanted to do was bring back the vocal in this section here, in the second section. But when I listened to the vocal, he'd comped it up with the vocoder. In love, when the sun shines. And the vocoder's not actually playing the right chords anymore. So now that we've got this melodic bass line that moves around a bit, we need to reprogram the chords. And of course, hang on, he's done. When the sun shines, shine, 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 shine. All right, well, that's fine. I'm not sure that's in the project, so I'm not sure we can recreate that, but don't worry. So what I did is that here's the vocoder channel. There's the vocal, that's the old chords. And then these are the new chords. Just 2-note chords. Have a listen. So that's obviously much more in tune. And when I pulled in the bass line, that's called mid bass 2, obviously, so that came from up there. It sounded quite cool low down. When the sun shines, when the sun shines. So I might use that in the breakdown, actually. So we'll kind of keep that moment. We'll use these chords. And we want them in the second section. See, this is why we use folders. It's really easy to lose your way. Okay, so let's grab all of that and stick it over here. Now this section has got quite a lot going on. So what I'll probably do is the lead. It's a lot of leads. Let's just mute the leads and we'll bring them back in that last section. We've got the plucks. Maybe we'll keep those as up. I think let's try it without. What's this? Okay, that's the pad that we had doing some modulation, LFO tool, groovy. That could be useful. That sounds pretty cool for the breakdown as well. Do you know what? I'm just gonna stick it. Oh, the project doesn't even go that far. Come on. Now that I've got these ideas, I'm gonna start sticking them over just in case I forget, which happens all the time, really. Oh, look, this guy's already just the bass. He's missing a bit. Weird. I'm aware that this vocal sounds a bit ropey. If there's time, I will address it. Okay. You can hear the low one in there. Sounds kind of cool, but I think we need full or the higher mid-range chords there. And then maybe we just use this bit of the vocal. Oh, it's already here. I'll see if I can get Chris to redo, or just send me the bit later. Do that. As you can see, we just haven't really prepared. It's all on the fly, basically. Okay, so the other thing that I wanted to do was, so this is back in the original idea. Hang on. So that's kind of where we were. And Chris went a different, better way. But I'd always be like rehashing these kind of things where possible. So we can just try and get a new melody out of this serum. And I changed, so those were the old notes down there. And I just put them up here. So let's have a listen. And that probably won't work with all the, let's get rid of the vocal, with all the chords. So let's get rid of the pad sample that was in there in the beginning. And then what I did is that I dragged this LFO3 onto the semitone and made a slightly different shape, down to a half bar speed. And if I activate that, you end up with that. If I bypass it, turn the sub off. So we've got a new melody there. But I prefer that one, doing a bit more. I mean, it was random. I didn't know it was going to do that, but I did. So we'll double that up. Oh yeah, and then my snare roll. I quite like my snare roll, so I'm going to keep that in. Do you know what? I'm going to stick it at the drop as well, just see what happens. Where's the drop? That's not the drop. There's the drop. And then I'm just very crudely just going to grab all of this and stick it over there as my automaton copy. Yeah, okay, cool. Let's have a listen. Okay, I think the breakdown's quite cool, and I'm liking where it's going, structure-wise, drum.